All right, boys and girls, today we are going to start a graffiti art project and we're going to do our name. Now, this one is only halfway done. So you'll notice that I only used black on white paper. Next week, I will add color and it will be monochromatic. That means one color. But for this week, I am using one color and we're really focused on our name. And you can use your full name, you could use a nickname, um, but make sure it fits on the paper. So that's something to think about. And you will definitely need a pencil, an eraser, in case you make a mistake and there's going to be stuff to erase. And I like to use markers. So keep in mind this one is water-based, so it will run. If you plan on using anything with watercolors, which you'll have in the next week or so, or even markers, there's a trick, and I'll show you again, to do with the markers where you can use water and they turn into watercolors, which is pretty cool if you ask me. You don't want to use this. You're going to want to use a permanent waterproof marker. This kind of changes things. You are going to get one in your art kit when you get them in the next week or two or three, whatever. And they are water. So you put all the water you want on this, it will not move. If you don't have one of these, most of us have crayons. A black crayon will do. And I'll actually show you since this one's already done in marker, I think I'm going to do my other one in crayon because that would be kind of cool, right? So here's a couple different ways. So this is one way of doing my name. You can also use squared off letters. Something to remember. I don't know, I don't leave it up. I have, here we go. So he's there. You're going to get a version of this. Oh, where to go? Where you have this and you can look at, it keeps going off, the different ways that letters are done using graffiti. Here we go. So you can see there's the whole alphabet. And you'll have a copy of this in your Google Classroom or in Seesaw that you can use as a guide. So here's my paper. The first thing I'm going to do when I start doing these chunky letters is figure out, well, what letters do I need? So I'm going to spell out my name very carefully. So I want to think about, there's my S. And most of the time in graffiti, everything is always a capital. Make sure you leave space between letters. Like this is a little close. I might actually bring that in a little. All right, so Shery. There's my name. That doesn't look very exciting, does it? But that's just the beginning. So now, and notice that I did it very lightly, super light. So it's easy to erase. I'm going to go around it. So you can do it either chunky, go around your letters. Take your time. You can square off some of the edges if you'd like. But this gives you a guide of where you want to go, which is why drawing very lightly makes a big difference. And then you can come back with your eraser and start erasing some extra lines. Now you may choose to go back and say, you know what? I think I need to add some other stuff. Or maybe this is good enough. Like I think I might want this to be a little thinner. There we go. So I think that's pretty good for my name. So now you're going to notice that I have an outline around the letters. So if I go ahead and one thing I may consider is that this is kind of close to the end, so I have to be kind of careful of what I do. And notice that it looks like splattered paint. So these are organic shapes. And I can add some circles, however you like. Maybe some dripping paint, that's kind of cool. Take your time, really think about this. I'm doing this fast because do you really want to sit here and watch me draw really slow? Maybe you do. Sometimes I enjoy watching people draw, but you only got so much time in class, so I don't want to waste your time. And I might say, you know what, that looks too pointy. I don't like it pointy. I want it to be rounded. Okay. So this is my outline. This is my name. These are going to be colored in. So we're only doing black and white right now. And like I said, since I did this one in marker, I'm going to do this one with crayon because crayon's something else that we all have. And I don't know if you're going to get your art packs in time. A couple things about the art packs. I'm not that thrilled with the type of crayons they have. So if you have Crayola crayons, you might want to pull them out and put them aside for art time and swap out crayons because the Crayola crayons have much better colors. Their colors are more vibrant. That means they look nicer. That's what it means. It means they look nicer. They use better pigment. Pigment is not made from pigs. Pigment is the stuff in color, in paints and crayons and markers. Pigment is the things that causes the colors. Notice I use the back of my crayon to put a lot of color down. You could also use colored pencils. Take your time as you're doing this. There we go. Remember, sharing is being kind. Saying hello to someone through the room is a great way. Remember, being friendly is being kind. So, hello, would you like to play? Saying please when you want something is one of the easiest ways. Remember, being polite is being kind. May I have some more water, please? Sometimes being kind is hard, but being grateful is not. But this is a perfect time. Remember, apologizing is being kind. My favorite pink crayon! I'm so sorry I took the crayon. It was an accident. Do you need help? Yes. Thank goodness there was someone there to try to help you. Remember, helping is being kind. It's always fun to make memories, but it can be hard to think about. Remember, doing other years though is being kind. Waiting in line is not getting upset is a great way to be kind. Remember, being patient is being kind. So there you go. There's my name. I went over the whole thing with black crayon. Well, not the whole thing. I outlined it. So next week we will add our monochromatic color. That means we're using one color along with one color, mixed with that color, mixed with black and white. All right, boys and girls. I look forward to seeing a picture of your work. Remember to send it in back to me. I know it's not done. Wherever you get in your work today, you may only get to laying stuff out with pencil. You may start to trace it. You might have to fix it several times. But wherever you're at, and I know you're not going to be done, you're going to send me a picture of your work. And next week, the picture will be done. Have a great day.